I initially volunteered to sing the song, so up until then, we were writing for my voice and my range. But when Anthony had his time with the song, he suggested...
We just wrote a beast of a song. Like, what the heck were we thinking when you look back at it? But we needed a beast of a singer. So once we put that out there, the question is, okay, then who?
It needed to be a voice that's going to have feeling. I'm like, who can pull off a show tune song that's going to give it that rock edge? And I was on Facebook, and my friend Nico posted a video of him and our friend from high school, Jerry, just goofing around. Like, I smiled looking at my friends. I was like, that's fun. They're just having fun. I was like, Jerry! I was like, that's it! He can do this! And I just had visions of him.
It's a very Kramer thing of you to do.
Born in Detroit, raised in Toms River, and I live in Barnegat now.
What is your musical background?
Church. Started in church. My mother sings, little brother sings. Once I got into high school, I did chorus, and I did chorus in elementary school too. And then I started doing plays. One of my friends literally dragged me into a play audition. I got one of the supporting leads in Joseph, and then I've been bitten by the bug ever since. I know Joe from high school. We were in chorus, the plays. I met Anthony through Joe. You know, I met the whole family, yeah. You know, through Joe and everything.
Jerry played Charlemagne in Pippin, and Charlemagne's the king, and he had this great voice, and I was just like, I wonder what Jerry's doing.
How long had it been since you guys had actually talked?
Probably been 12 years.
Jerry got like emotional. He's like, because I called him in December, he's like, my New Year's resolution is to sing. I'm like, what do you mean? Can't you just sing? Why does that have to be a resolution? He goes, no, man, I haven't been singing.
I had stopped singing for about 10 years, and just didn't want to do it anymore. Didn't think I was good at it, and tried to give it up. And after the last year, had a rough year, I was like, I'm gonna sing. This is what I'm gonna do. And then literally 2 days later, somebody comes to me with a project, a great project. So
awesome. We gathered here to record the new vocal demo, so that was the first time that I met you. Just a few days, right after Joe reached out to you.
By the end of this evening, we're gonna have like a nice little song that he's gonna have now in his head, that he's gonna be able to now smooth out.
Yeah, I'm gonna tweak this a little bit. You know, when we have all of the parts in, and I'm gonna fire off a rough mix to all of us.
It was an 8-hour day, like so many other days on this particular song. And yeah, so Joe and I were really like just writing new words, taking this melody that Anthony had sort of finally gotten together for us.
Now remember, Anthony had this where he brought back basically the first two lines, the House of Sand and, well, now we're on better land.
Just to be around like you and Joe, just creativeness of everything, that was amazing. And even just watching you work, what you do with your computer, and like even like literally like when we were doing the lyrics, and like you're like, all right, Joe, I'm gonna send you the lyrics. So, like you sent them to Joe, and like on his computer, and then like and then like right next to it you had like the main lyrics, and then you had other ideas for lyrics, and I'm like, I didn't know that it was even possible.
It's not like we blew up the whole thing.
No.
There are a couple lines that are straight out from the original set. It doesn't achieve what I wanted if you flip it, because you're still not emphasizing dreams.
There was a lot of confidence there between me and then Joe, and then first time we had Jerry sing the words on the page, just did like a little bit of the verse or something, and Joe and I just looked at each other like, yes.
Don't need no reasons, don't ask no questions.
Yeah. All right.
When you have the voice for the song, you can write to that so much better.
I called Anthony, so it was before he even got to respond to you, and he picked up the phone. He was like, "You did it! Like that's it! Like we did it!"
Yeah.
Time ticks by, the castle crumbles to the sand.
When you're in elementary school and your brother and his friends are in high school, they're like larger than life. So that's how I remember Jerry, as being larger than life. But I was 12, Was Jerry really as good as I remembered? Well, I listened to that first recording session and he was the guy.
Help me, time is running low.
once Jerry had it, after that day working with him here, everything just suddenly got right back into the fast lane, and all the vocals were done by the end of January.
Just can't win, I'm trapped inside a house of sand. Just one spin could take me away to a better land.
To hear those vocals on top of it completely transformed it, changed the song, and gosh, it's an awesome thing.
Don't need no reason, don't ask no question. Time takes by.
Yeah, let's just do that last bit. The don't need no reason, don't ask no question. Okay.
I saw those drummer hands.
That's John Bross emulation right there. 'Cause that was always him, and up in here, it'd just always be like...
Visions of fire over the wire, all I can see is my youth in the breeze.
The bridge, which originally was my least favorite part of the song, ends up becoming my favorite part of the song.
All that we lost, all of the cost.
This, like, Eye of the Storm, where, I mean, he sounds like he's in church singing gospel almost.
Yeah.
And I liked that.
Answer the call, you should rise, should you fall.
The whole song from beginning to end pretty much spoke to me. I used to be a corrections officer, and doing that job, it's a rough job, and I went through a pretty bad depression. Like, that song was probably a good $5,000 worth of therapy, you know, that now I don't have to spend, you know, just by, you know, getting to perform it.
By the rising tide.
As you, like, massage this lyric the last, like, 2 weeks, like, I'm liking it more and more. Because the first time through, it didn't do anything for me, but now it's actually becoming something, you know, like, that's actually working.
I feel the same way.
Dreams live on.
I got to sing about 3 seconds on the song. So I got my first singing gig, too.
Oh, that was weak.
I was like, cool, let's call in Andrew and his girlfriend Megumi and my then girlfriend Valerie and you, and get everybody around, you know, one microphone and just do these parts.
Jerry really stole the show. I think that's what he was supposed to do. He was the leading man. And I think Donna could match him.
Donna is a very soulful singer. I had just recorded her on Tony Caggiano's song, Runnin' Free, and I thought she has a powerful enough voice to match Jerry on the title track.
Lost inside the moment, the curtain starts to fall. The dream goes unspoken if you never take the call.
Hearing the harmonies, like, it just makes you smile because she just beefed them up. Her voices, I thought, blended really well. I thought they sounded really nice.
Don't ask no question.
It was kind of a frustrating session for her because she's so used to working off of somebody, you know, I guess in a more choral or live situation.
So he's a really good singer. He's just unpredictable. So like if we were here together doing it, I think we would be able to like understand. It's a lot harder when you're just hearing it.
It might have been the 4-hour, maybe 5-hour even
session
that we did to do all that. And then in the end, what was kind of sad was we had to kind of pull her back in the mix, and I originally had it pushed up a little more. The guys were, you know, mainly, you know, in your defense, trying to like clear more space around you. But I was like, yeah, but you need something
there.
I was like, I don't get that same like tug on my heart. Guys, I don't, executive decision, we are putting Donna back in the song.